Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. To my old subscribers, thank you so much. To my new subscribers, you're welcome to this channel. My name is Hajia Rafia. In this video, oh god, I'm very angry right now. I'm so angry, guys. I was filming about my pregnancy journey, my CS experience, and then my baby started disturbing me, and I had to pause the video and attend to her. Now she is sleeping. While I was attending to her, I decided to scroll through my Instagram and I saw a post about um someone who had lost her baby in Bagada General Hospital here in Lagos, and it was due to the doctors and nurses' negligence at the hospital. And it happened that this lady, she was not properly attended to. She was not even informed of what was going on with her. And then when she eventually had her baby, they told her baby had died. And when they got to the morgue, they figured that the baby that was given to them was not even carrying their family name. Apparently, they swapped I don't even know, but she has lost. Is it that somebody else's baby died and they gave the baby to her, or they gave, I don't know. She has lost her baby due to those people's negligence. So today's video is going to be about avoiding Nigerian General Hospital. If you have to, if you can, avoid Nigerian General Hospital at all costs. I'm not trying to condemn them, but their negligence lately has been so much and it's been damaging people's life and affecting people negatively. Okay, now let me share this little experience of mine with you. When I was pregnant of my baby, I used this hospital close to my house here. It is called Mother and Child Hospital here at Ibrahim Adesanya area. So um when I had my first baby, I was using that hospital for my antenatal, and when it was close to my delivery, I had to switch to a private hospital because I told myself that I'll never use a government hospital, especially that one I was going to, because the review I saw about them online was not nice. So I said I was not going to, and I'm not. It takes time for me to open up to people or to mingle with people. So when I go to the hospital, I don't really interact with people. So I didn't get to meet, to like hear from other mothers at the hospital or hear their experiences about the hospital. I just based my judgment on the review I saw about them online. So I already told myself I was going to have my child there, and I didn't have my first child there. So when I was pregnant of my second child, I went to register there for antenatal as well because it's very close to my house. And you know how Lagos is now. If your hospital is far from you, you might get stuck in traffic and all of that. So I just decided to use them for my antenatal because it's close to my house. So I was having an antenatal there, and this time around, now I already have a first child, so I have a bit of experience and I know what motherhood is like. So when I got to the hospital this time, I decided to interact with people, talk to other mothers, hear from them, and all of that. And then I got convinced by some mothers who has had a child two or three at that hospital saying, oh, the hospital is not bad, it's not bad, this one and that one, that's, oh, they have experienced doctors, they have facilities and everything. So I told my husband that, oh, okay. And my husband is always a fan of, oh, the hospital, general hospital have facilities, they have doctors, they have personnel that are good, blah, blah, blah. So when I told my husband, oh, this is what I've been hearing about the hospital, maybe I should have my baby here this time around and everything. So he said, okay, no problem. When it was close to my due date, the specialist that was assigned to me is an elderly man. I'm not going to mention his name. So, and then he seems to have a lot of experiences. He's a gynae and all of that. So he was always telling me that, oh, this time I can have my baby myself. Like I didn't have to do CS, blah blah blah, since there's no complication. He even made me feel like the first child I had, that they could have induced me and make me go through labor first and see whether I'll be able to have my child by myself or not, instead of willing me to the theater and do surgery for me, when it's not like the child gave me some reason why they could have allowed me, push my first child by myself. And it was like I could do it myself this time. And I kind of listened to him. And, I mean, he's an elderly man and he seems very confident. So I believed him. And other people I met at the hospital also told me, oh, the man is good, blah, 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 blah. So when I was 40 weeks, there was no sign of, it was just like the first child I had, there was no sign of labor at all. So I kept calling him and talking to him, he told me that okay, that he had already spoken to other doctors and that he wants to induce me. That the other doctor, being a general hospital, all the doctors had to agree. I think that's their own protocol there. It's not like one doctor will just say, this is what I want to, this is the procedure I want to do on these patients and go ahead. So all of them have to agree on it. So he said he has spoken to other doctors and they are like, oh, it's a high risk pregnancy and they have to do surgery for me, that should not induce me, this one and that one. I'm like, what is high risk about it? What's the problem? Is it that something is wrong? There's nothing wrong with child according to them, according to all the scan and everything we have been doing. The child is okay, I'm fine. So the other people were saying that it is high risk because I had my first child through CS, so this one too has to be through CS according to them. Me and then I said no problem. But the specialist assigned to me, the gynae assigned to me said I should just wait that I'll fall into labor. 41 weeks, going to 42 weeks. I don't see any sign of labor. He now gave me a date that I should come on that day, that he was going to induce me on that day. Then I got to the hospital again. I phoned him that I was already at the hospital, that he said he was going to induce me, that I packed all my things. So he now said, that is sorry, he's not around at the moment. But then he can't even induce me. I should just wait a bit and see whether I'll fall into labor. That the other doctors are saying that he should not induce me, that I have to go through CS. And I told him that there and then that okay, if that's the if the other doctors are saying it's CS and you are saying that I'll fall into labor, I'm already going to 42 weeks. I'm not falling into any labor. Let's just have the CS done if that is what the other doctors are saying. And then it was like, okay, you will talk to some people. Although it's not, this is somebody that promised me that I should come that day, that is going to be the one to induce me, is going to stay with me, is going to monitor me throughout the process. If he see that I'm not progressing, then they will take me to the theater and have the CS done. Now I am there, you're telling me you're not there. I should go and do it. I should went to like see another doctor at that hospital. It's a general hospital, Mother and Child Hospital, Ogombo Road, Abraham Adesonya, Aja, Lagos State. So I waited, I spoke to another doctor, and then they now, okay, they said, okay, I should go and make my payments, go and get blood and everything. So I started doing all of those things, and I was admitted that day, and the next day was supposed to be for my surgery. So I was admitted, I was placed on fluid and some stuff. And when it was my time to go for surgery, oh God, if you're not strong in this Lagos, in Nigeria, if you are not a strong person, like physically strong and emotionally strong, please don't go to government hospital. Those people are going to frustrate you. Before I was even admitted that day, payment alone, and this hospital here is not like, when you hear general hospital, you just believe that, oh, they call it general hospital because it is cheap. It wasn't cheap like that. I paid close to 600,000 naira, and the payments style was very stressful. You go to this place, pay 5 naira, go to that place, pay 300k, go to that place, pay 40k, go to this. I just kept going up and down, up and down, I was so tired. I'm like, hey God, I regretted I didn't even go to that my first where I had my first child. And at that point, I couldn't even tell the doctor that the doctor that already told me that okay, was going to, when the doctor, because my first doctor too said okay that I have to have my second child through CS. The child gave me some reason. Now told when the other person now said that it's possible for me to have the child by myself, I said let me just wanna try where they say I can have it by myself, because me too, I even want to like try to have my child by myself instead of CS. I don't have anything against CS or vaginal delivery. They are both perfect. So I need to drink water. I'm coming back. Let me go and drink water. So the whole procedure was just too stressful, making payments, getting blood, getting ZCS back, so many stressful stuff. Eventually I was admitted and I was in the admission room, and we're told, oh, you do this. Everybody has a file and everything. So I did everything that I was supposed to do. And the next day I went to the theater and they did the surgery. And after the surgery, I was supposed to be moved to a recovery room for some time. Then they will now move me to the postnatal ward. So instead of them to move me to the recovery room, there was a lady in the recovery room. I don't know whether two people cannot stay there. I don't even know because it's a little bit big and it has like 3 to 4 beds. So I thought I was going to be pushed to the recovery room. With my child beside me, I just had a CS. I was just lying there, like, how it is to just be there like a log of wood after having CS. So I was just lying there. My child was in a cot beside me, and they just kept us by the entrance of that place. I do not even know where this breeze was coming from. Breeze was just coming from nowhere. I was feeling very cold, and I could just imagine what the little child was feeling right beside me. After like 10 minutes, my baby started crying. The I think I was maybe they had done surgery for a lot of people that day. So I was close to the last set of people that did surgery. The nurses, the doctor, the anesthesia, whatever, all of them, they were like somewhere close to us, gisting and shouting. And my child was crying. I could not stand up. I was calling the lady because the recovery room was just opposite where they put me by the entrance of one place. I was calling the lady that was attending to the person in the recovery room. Please, oh, this child is crying. She's hungry. Can they help me get my stuff upstairs in the prenatal ward? So that they said, no, nobody can touch my stuff in the prenatal ward. Okay, my mom and my brother are outside. Can you help me call them so they will get my stuff? They did not answer me. Oh. They were shouting, they were gisting and doing their thing. I was there for like 30 minutes. At some point I was filming and I could hear my mother and my brother's voice outside the door. I say, I am hearing my mother's voice there. I should help me call her that she'll get food for this child. And why are we even here? Nobody answered me. Now got to a point, I just started screaming. And then they put one thing in my hand. I got angry. I removed the stuff. And then that was when my mother now heard me. She now came. She was like, what happened? I said, this child has been crying for close to an hour. They did not answer us. When they now saw my mom, they now started acting nice. And then one of them wanted to hold me. I told the person to leave me. Then they started telling my mom that me, I'm risking my life. I'm doing this one. I'm doing that one. That you stop raising your head. You're going to have migraine for the rest of your life. I kept rejecting and telling her, it's you that will have migraine for the rest of your life. Do not tell me what I know. I've been here for close to an hour. You people are there gisting. Call my mother for me to get food for this child. Nobody answered me. This one and that one. That was how they eventually pushed me to the postnatal ward. When I got to the postnatal ward, I was on the bed. They said, oh, no, don't raise your head, oh, don't do anything, oh, don't press your phone, oh. I said, wetin be this now? Now, first time I go do surgery be this. What is this? Because I've even had appendix surgery before. Which one? If you raise your head, you will have headache for the rest of your life. If you look left, you will blind. If I say, what is all this rubbish? I got angry. I wanted to snap my baby. They said no, that pictures are not allowed. I said pictures. My mom was saying I should just sit there. I said pictures are not allowed. Oh, she will the child I carry pregnancy for more than 9 months. They are telling me pictures are not allowed. Don't tell me nothing. My mom was like, I should just calm down. I should calm down. I tried to not answer them. I snapped my baby. We were like, that word was like maybe 20 people. Out of that 20, I guess like 18 of us had CS. It was later that somebody was now telling me that is beginning to look like this surgery thing is a thing for them in this hospital, that they just like to do surgery for everybody. Because about 20 of us, everybody had CS. It was just one person that did another type of surgery that was in that room with us. So when it was like I came out of the theater around in the evening, yeah, maybe like 5. When it was like 12 a.m. at midnight, because they kept telling me not to press my phone. And that day was my birthday. They kept telling me not to press my phone, not to look up, not to look down, not to look center, so that I will not go blind, so that I will not have migraine. I said, okay, I've heard. I did not answer them again at some point. So when it was 12 a.m., they came to, the nurse came to, one of the nurses came to give me, I don't even know whether it's paracetamol or a painkiller that I should insert it in my anus. And I told them to give me glove. And I've not even walked after the surgery. I was still on the bed. The nurse did not even answer me. That I should put it in my anus if I like. If I don't like, I should leave it. That's how I used my hand to put the stuff in my anus. And I scooped shit out. I told them to get me water because my mom had already gone home that time. They will not allow anybody stay with you. I told them to get me water to wash my hand or give me wipes. They did not answer me, and they told me not to stand up. I had shit on my hand for hours. Past 2, they now said, it's past 2. Now you have to try to walk for the first time after this years. The lady now said, oh, she will come and help me to stand up. I told them none of them should touch me. I prayed to God. I told God, I want to stand up and stand up strong. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. I held the bed like the Timo did by. I stood up once. I went to the toilet. My bed was already soaked with blood. They did not help me change anything. They did not help me with anything. I stood up. I went to the bathroom. I washed my body. When I came out, they said, you have poured water on your incision. You have shake. I said, when did I pour water? Is it my first time? Can you people rest? And these same people, they keep slamming the toilet door. Everybody that has CS are sleeping, and babies are sleeping. They kept slamming the door, slamming, making noise, shouting, doing nonsense at midnight. Instead of it, oh God. Government hospital, never again in my life over my dead body. God will not make me see a reason to go there again in my life. They were slamming the door, doing nonsense. I stood up, I went to wash my hand, I went to clean my body. I came back, I changed my baby's clothes, I cleaned my bed, and I changed it to another, that stuff that they used to put on the bed. I arranged everywhere. And then the next morning, my mother came. They brought us one dead pap like that we should take pap. I said, no, not me. I will not take it. Then the following day in the evening, they now said we could eat. And then I went to have my food and everything. Then, after like less than 48 hours after we had the surgery, then they brought this thing that they gave me 3 pounds of blood and 2 pounds of blood. I'm like, I didn't take blood. They made a mistake, oh guys. They made a mistake. Somebody else took blood, but they wrote it on my own file that I took 2 pounds of blood. I said, it's not me that took blood. People should go and correct it. My whole point of giving you guys this gist is these people are so careless and they are deliberate about it. I do not know why they are deliberately careless. I do not know why they behave like that. It's maybe probably because they don't know, but there's nobody there to check them. They just behave anyhow. And then, okay, another thing that happened to me during the surgery, I already recorded the video where I shared my experience, so I'll post the video too. During the surgery, after they brought out the baby and they were stitching me back, I heard the surgeon saying that uru uru to the answer ni mo ṣe ń bẹ̀ yẹn. That means that he did uru uru to the answer. Like, when you bypass some things to try to get to the answer. And I was asking him that, Oga, please, this is my body for the rest of my life. Which one is uru uru to the answer? What did you do wrong? It was like, I should not worry, Joe, that is fine. I think there's a student doctor that is learning that everything is fine and everything is under control. After like 2 days, I was now feeling pain at the place where they did the surgery. I was feeling, you feel pain normally, but there was one particular point where I was feeling that pain. Then another doctor came to check it, and the person was like, oh, there's a little opening. So they gave me an antibiotic cream that I should be applying. That pain was so much that I cried. I cried so much because it was very painful. Whenever I try to stand like this, I'll feel the pain. And I guess it was the uru to the answer that man did at the theater that was causing that pain. But after a while, he stopped, and less than 4 days, my incision was already healing, and less than 2 weeks if I was very, very strong. I didn't even know that I even stopped like cleaning it because I didn't feel any pain again. Yeah, even my first child, my recovery was very fast. So I guess that's like the way my body works. So this one too was fast, but waiting my eyes see for that hospital. No, I don't think anybody deserves to go through that. I don't know why it is like that in our government hospital here in Nigeria. Like, these nurses and doctors, they get paid. If you ask them question, they will not answer you, or they answer you like they are doing you a favor, or they just neglect you and keep doing their thing. Like, and another thing is the fact that like 3 doctors, several nurses attend to me in a day. It's just annoying. This one will come and bring what you don't know. That one will come and bring what you don't know. Another one all of them will just come and be writing paper. And I even feel like the person that attends to you in the morning will write notes down. I don't think the second person that's coming later in the day will even go through it. All of them just want to do fulfill all righteousness by writing and doing vitals. And if you can, avoid government hospital in Nigeria at all costs. I'm not saying that they are bad. I'm not saying that they don't know their job, but they have facilities, they are experienced, but for some weird reason, they are very carefree. They do not send you. Out of 10 nurses, if you see the one that would pay attention to you very well, maybe it's one. Thank you so much. I hope you guys learned something from this video. See you guys in my next video. Bye. That lady now that they gave a dead child of somebody else, or maybe it's even a child, only God knows. People already are advising her in the comment section that they should take sample of the baby and go and carry out DNA so that they will see whether the dead child's DNA matches with their own DNA. I guess that will solve it for them. Nigerian hospital is crazy. Oh. Okay, let me also say another thing. When my neighbor in Ikorodu had a child, Ikorodu General Hospital, two mothers were sharing one bed. You know how tiny hospital bed is? Two mothers to one bed. One will put head like this, the other one will put leg like this. Imagine that. Ah, I'm going to do better. Bye, guys.